call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Riplg Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bearcats will put it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So South Carolina's offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open.
Breaks away on the left. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. Quarterback may change this route. Pocket breaking down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got his man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to take off. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 6th play of the drive coming up. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Here comes the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the running back. Turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. If you keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Has to get there to move the sticks. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Gamecocks! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Firing to the right, complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get on.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play.
There he goes. Huge play there into plus territory. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Bearcats are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Unloads to the wideout. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. play fake on first down. Under fire. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Look out, he's got room. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, that quarterback is really lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across your body. I think because of the pressure, he felt like he had to do something quickly with the football, but that was almost a very bad play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to the ground game on the left. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Just feeds the running back. Got the first down, looking for more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Makes it past the marker. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hooks. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. A first down for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He's got the tight end, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38th. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. On the move, he fires. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown, Bearcats. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And with that last carry, he hits a C-note, 100 yards already.
He's been patient, and he's been waiting for his blocks to set up, and he's been bursting through the hole. He's really shown you a little bit of everything, and by the way, it's still the first half.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. The quick out. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Got a little space to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete out of the backfield. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Kick is in the air. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
QB draw.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Gets it to him on the screen. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Royer. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
South Carolina.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. 1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Gardner. He breaks the tackle. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Oh, he's got some space.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Keeps looking downfield. Working that left side. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And this is why you're winning, right? You were 3 for 3, now 4 for 4 on 4th down. All part of the plan, right? The offensive coordinator knew coming in. This was going to be perfect. We're going to execute perfectly on 4th down. That's how you win ball games right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Touchdown, South Carolina! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Central Michigan went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Chippewas always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's hooked. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Fires to the big fella, and he's knocked down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Motion from the back. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll try the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got the back over the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The corners are walked up tight. Snagged out of the air. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Quick completion on the out route. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. They'll give it to the back. Fights off a defender. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Bearcats! The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how...
Breaks into the open! All the way... The 37-yard line, it's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the... Can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
to the ground with the back. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Sprinting away! And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. It's 1st down from the 11. They go to the ground. Powers through. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out of the gun to give to the back. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the misconnection on the 1st attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
He lofts one down the sideline. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. A run for the quarterback. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
26.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for him.
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Gonna look downfield again. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Bring in the heat. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Navy was anything but dominant today, but the midshipmen are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Cup. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye up. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. The short hands, it's hooked. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll immediately call timeout. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into a lot.
Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got his man downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And the Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. He's got it down the middle. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. He's got it still on his feet. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on second down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense